Welcome. It is the Horror Syndicate Discourse. It is Wednesday night, and that's when we do our shows, obviously. And for Giga Chad, sorry we weren't live whenever you left this. Only one her buffering. I don't know what that means. That's sexual. Anyway, so we're here. We're gonna do a clearing throat exercise before we start the show. Actually, I'm wearing my Michael Myers Halloween shirt. I watched Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween 2. Oddly, last night I was just like in the mood for some Michael Myers action, some Dr. Loomis especially because of the flashback in Halloween Kills, which is we'll get to that. And got my mask. Also, anybody who watches, I'm thinking about buying another Myers mask this holiday season, if you will. Spooky season. Let me know which one you think I should get. I have the 1978 Carpenter mask, as I call it. I'm thinking about getting the Halloween 6 mask, but I don't know. I do not want the Kills mask. Anyway, I will introduce my fellow horror whatevers. The first one I'd like to introduce is I am Richard. I am a Richard. So you're a dick?
I've been called worse.
I think I just got that. I think that yes. So I see you wearing a Blockbuster shirt. Are you ready for it to come back?
No, we were talking about that the other day in our chat.
Yeah.
It says be kind, rewind, or you'll get that 50-cent charge.
And you know what? There's nothing to rewind anymore. Isn't that sad? What a travesty. I did forget, Jared, if you could help me out with this. I did forget to say, subscribe to the Horror Syndicate on YouTube and like and share. What else?
Yes, like and share. We are on Twitter sometimes, I think, still.
Not really. Twitter's a lost cause at this point, unless Morgan's doing it, which I have no idea. I barely talk to Morgan anymore. But we do have a Horror Syndicate Facebook group where you can go and chat and do stuff with other horror fans.
Yes.
But yeah, for any other video that we've ever done or any videos that we do in the future, we're going to be talking about Halloween Ends when it comes out in October. We're going to be talking about Universal Monsters. Hit the subscribe button. We've got a lot. I made a schedule today, just despite how Seth feels about it. What's up, dude? How do you feel about the schedule?
What's up, man?
It's okay.
Feel pretty good about
Missing
it.
a few things. Anyway,
I think he likes some of it. That for sure.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 mask is the best in my opinion.
Okay.
Grow my beard really long and look like fucking a homeless man, which I kind of already do, except for I'm not because I have a house. So anyway, Seth, welcome to the show. How are you doing this evening?
I am doing pretty well.
You look well, my friend.
Am I coming through clear or am I breaking up here?
Yeah, your voice is coming through great. You're a little delayed on the movement, so just stay still. Don't move. Just look at me in the eyes deeply, and you will fall in love. Anyway, I'm glad to have.
I'll be like the human.
What was that one? We got you in the middle of you were looking really mad that one time. Remember that when it froze when you were like doing that or something? That was pretty funny. Anyhow.
Yeah, no, I was moving this and then it just got me going like this with the.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I
Like
have
you're gonna
to
backhand somebody.
disconnect my camera.
And it was like stuck there for like a couple minutes, wasn't it? I don't remember. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we've got a lot of shit coming up. Next week, we're doing In the Mouth of Madness, which we were supposed to do this week, but Nate is out gallivanting. He went to Gobbler's Knob and the high school for Ferris Bueller's Day Off and all kinds of stuff.
He's out hobnobbing at multiple movie sets today.
Yeah, his wife picked the nose of Needle Nose Ned from Groundhog Day, a big mural. Anyway, so Nate will be back next week, and we didn't want him to miss the In the Mouth of Madness. He doesn't like doing theory shows, so here we are doing the Halloween Ends theory show a week after the trailer came out. I'm not sure. Should I show the trailer with no sound and kind of go? Do you want to do that? Like, look at the trailer while we talk about it, Seth? I don't know if we'll get shut down if we have no sound. I don't know.
I don't think we'll get messed with if there's no sound.
Yeah, I think the sound's the problem. Anyway, anybody out there right now who's watching, let us know your excitement level for Halloween Ends. We want your theory on how it's going to end, what's going to happen to this movie. Will Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, die in this one finally? Or will she died in Resurrection, one of the top Halloween movies of all time, as we all know? Or will Michael finally die? Or they're copycats? What do you think is going to happen in this movie based on what we've seen? If you have seen leaked scripts, please don't ruin it for anybody else, because Seth likes to do that. Just joking.
Sometimes those leaked scripts are pretty fucking accurate.
Okay, here's a good question. Remember how the Batman was almost 3 hours? If there was a Halloween movie that was that close to 3 hours, would you watch it? Yes, I would. If Michael Myers and Laurie Strode both die together, it'd be good, especially if they were brother and sister. Just saying. Anyway, all right. So, Seth, what do you think? Jared, both of you guys, I didn't really hear what you said. Should we try the trailer or not?
I'm fine with it. I literally just watched it before I jumped on, so we can watch it again.
Okay.
No, but if it was a 3 hour long movie, like I had to fucking pee like almost 2.5 hours in, and we still had 20 minutes to go on that Batman movie. Like, remember those days at the drive-in? Give us an intermission. Like, just break it up.
The Godfather, they wanted to have an intermission, but they ended up doing that just for cable. But, yeah,
it's a pee break at the theater. It's fine.
Well, I remember seeing something on about Avengers Endgame and the Batman, good times to go pee. So,
like, there are spots in the movie where you have 5 minutes to pee.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I'm like, oh, this is handy to know, you know. So, all right, I'm pulling the trailer up. Seth, are you still there? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just worried you're gonna have problems on this special show, this special edition of the Horror Syndicate Discourse.
I've only been to 2 movies that ever had intermissions purposely, and they were both Tarantino films.
Okay. Which ones?
Grindhouse, obviously. They had intermission between both movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then The Hateful Eight.
Oh, makes sense. All right, so we're pulling up the trailer. I'm not going to play the sound because I don't want to get shut down. Let's go ahead and expand this. Should I make it bigger? All right, Seth, are you ready to put your tinfoil hat on? I know you said you've been wearing it since 1983, but what the fuck, man? Make this bigger.
That's what she said.
Fuck you, computer. This is going to have to do, guys. That's going to have to do. All right, ready? Here we go. For those who haven't seen this yet, make sure you like our page and like this post because it helps the algorithm. Seth, tell me when you want to stop. This is great because this is reminiscent of the first movie, right?
Yeah, and not to mention the house kind of looks like the Carruthers house from Halloween 4 and 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, is she in the bathtub? Oh no, that would be Mrs. Carruthers. But she got some scissors.
We have a little piano keys in the background for those.
Okay, so stop right there.
Stop right there. Yes, first part.
First thing we want to talk about here, and we mentioned it at the top of the show, is the possibility of copycats, right?
Yeah.
So that, if you look closely, he has got 4 fingers on that.
He's got a ring finger, guys.
So, so two things. One, he gets those 2 fingers blown off in Halloween 2018, right? Okay, and so the second thing is this could be a mirror image, like it could be reversed, right?
It could be flip-flopped.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. Seth pointed that out also, but the mask looks cleaner.
Yeah, and well, not to mention too. Did you guys read the synopsis that they put in the YouTube video?
Yeah, I'll. How the fuck? I don't know how to use the internets.
More.
Where's more? I don't see it.
Underneath views.
Underneath views? Ah, thank you. God, I'm.
You're welcome.
This is Laurie Strode's last stand. After 45 years, the most acclaimed, revered horror franchise in film history reaches its epic, terrifying conclusion. Bullshit. As Laurie Strode faces off for the last time against the embodiment of evil, Michael Myers, in a confrontation unlike any captured on screen before. Only one of them will survive, or neither one of them. Icon Jamie Lee Curtis returns for the last time as Laurie Strode, horror's first final girl. Wrong. I'd say Sally. And the role that launched Curtis's career. Curtis has portrayed Laurie Strode. Is this, what part? This part. 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills, last year's Halloween Kills, Laurie is living with her grandparents. Hold on. Laurie is living with her granddaughter, Allison, and is finishing writing her memoir. Michael Myers hasn't been seen since Laurie. Okay, there's a period there.
Period.
Laurie, after allowing the specter of Michael to determine and drive her reality for decades, decided to liberate herself from fear and rage and embrace life. But when a young man, Corey Cunningham, is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting, it ignites a cascade of violence and terror that will force Laurie to finally confront the evil she can't control once and for all.
Oh shit! Are we gonna have another group? Oh no!
Oh no!
We're gonna have another Evil Dies Tonight.
I hope not.
For all this right. Corey.
So he's opening. This is 34 seconds already. This is a short ass.
It's very short.
Yeah. Bam.
Look at that face.
Bitch went down. Yeah, she's gonna blow somebody's dick off.
I love that pumpkin in the background, though.
Yeah, I do too. So my question, Seth, you're the expert here. My question for you is, why has she, Michael? So at the end of Halloween Kills, Michael Myers just kind of disappears, and even though in the extended cut that I watched last night, she said, "I'm coming for you." And then she just does not come for him? What happens? What are we gonna find out what happens between kills and ends?
It's possible, but if I remember correctly, that whole thing with her saying "I'm coming for you," that was the original ending that they were going to put in the film, but they took it out the moment they decided that they were going to do a time jump, because originally this film was going to take place immediately after Kills. So Initially. So because they decided on doing that time jump, they removed that moment, and so the theatrical cut just ends with Michael staring out of Judith's window.
Okay, because I'm like, when I heard 4-year time jump, I was like, for reals? That's I didn't want it to be immediate, because that's one long fucking night. I was watching.
I'd be fine with that.
Huh?
I'd be fine with that.
I think I would have too, but at the same time, I was like, what time is it at this point when they're beating the shit out of Michael Myers? Seriously, is it after midnight yet? Is it November 1st?
Is all of this really taking place in just under 3 hours?
Right. Well, this real time?
But to be fair, go ahead, Jared.
To be fair.
Okay. So to be fair, Halloween 2, there's a lot of that technically takes place on November 1st.
Yes, and it's funny you mentioned that, because I watched Halloween 2 last night just because I needed my Loomis fix, right? Mm-hmm. And that's one of my favorite Loomis movies. It's not the first movie, because I'm not watching that yet. And I'm going to watch Halloween 4 tonight, I'm just saying. But anyway, there's that part in Halloween 2 where the kid's got it, his mouth is all bloody or whatever, and they take him to the hospital. And I'm like, first of all, the hospital's half fucking empty. Dr. Mixter's drunk as fuck. What time is it at this point? Because on the way out, the lady's like, we'll go home, we'll play some games. It's like, is this kid going to stay up till fucking 3 o'clock in the morning on Halloween? Is that the rules? Because I wish I was that kid.
Hey, here's another to be fair. Go ahead, Jared.
Okay.
To be fair.
So,
Silencio.
So the other night, I had to bring my oldest daughter to the emergency room.
Oh no shit!
And yeah, she's okay. But I got up. We left around 3 a.m, and we were there, and the hospital was practically like dead. It reminded me of Halloween 2. So
Yeah, I had a situation like that once too. When Elizabeth was in the hospital, before we found out of a brain tumor, I was like staying there with her overnight, and I was like, God damn it, I'm hungry. They're like, oh, the cafeteria is closed, but there's this great, vending machine that's got all kinds of like sandwiches and stuff. It's one of those, vending machines you can get a sandwich out of. I was like, cool, cool. Where is it? They told me where to go. I was walking around, and I'm like, the lights are dim and everything. I'm like, where the fuck is Michael Myers? He's got to be around here somewhere, right? In the hospital, I haven't seen a person in like 15 minutes. Anyway, let's keep going. So Lori's got the drop on this guy. So I think this guy is a copycat. I'm just going to go say that. So, what about you guys?
Oh, definitely. And
Okay.
you know what's I think is actually pretty cool about that. Okay, I've seen a lot of fans like freak out about the copycat thing because they basically just want 1978 all over again. But I think the really cool thing with there being a copycat is that it would allow, I don't know if this is going to happen, but it would allow Michael to get a cleaner mask again. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. He kills the copycat and takes the cleaner mask, and I think that'd be cool.
One of my biggest issues with this whole thing, though, is the idea of the copycat having a Michael Myers mask. Like, where the fuck did he get that mask from? To be fair, Michael Myers had to get it from somewhere.
Well, yeah.
So it's just a retro Halloween
He
mask.
got it from Spirit Halloween, and he spray painted it white.
Yeah, there you go. It's still a Captain Kirk mask. Anyway, okay, let's keep moving. Come on, let's go. And he tosses her. Now that's Michael Myers.
That's definitely Michael.
This is a different
You can
altercation.
tell it's darker. The mask is darker.
Yeah,
sure.
the mask also it's darker. You can tell by the hair itself. I think that, and plus I think like I don't know if I could really go too far, but you can almost see his hand, his left hand, barely. But yeah, that's Michael. And this Halloween, screaming. Oh, there's something I want to talk about. See if I can get it. There's Saga. Did I pass it already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, when did you think this scene takes place?
Oh, you gotta go a little farther back, like about
It's hard to do,
2
actually.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. That. So
That
he's in the sewer. Is that where he's been hiding out all these years?
Yeah, and I think that's that Corey kid.
So you think he kills that Corey kid in the sewer, the kid that's
No, the kid that Corey gets in trouble for.
No. I think this is okay. I think this person that Michael has right there is Corey, and something's gonna go down there where he's almost gonna get killed by Michael. Maybe he takes takes Michael's mask or something, because I mean they've been kind of hinting at this whole Christine angle, which you could only really assume is like sort of like an obsession with something. And so I think that this encounter down here is gonna really help create that obsession that'll lead him to becoming a copycat. Just my theory.
Okay, I think that's a good
That would be the only real obsession that you could think of, is somebody that's obsessed with Michael Myers.
like Paul Rudd in Halloween 6.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some theories about about like a possession type thing but it wouldn't make sense because the mask has nothing to do with Michael's actions, because he killed before even getting that mask. He got that mask at a random hardware store in '78. So I don't think it really has to do so much with like a possession angle, but maybe an obsession. I don't know.
Okay. Let's see what's happens next.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. That cut.
So that's the whole movie. There's at the end of Halloween.
Judy Greer.
So they're just showing clips from stuff that happened in the other movies. There's Laurie, a couple years older. So this is also taking place in 2022, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that means I wonder if they're going to recognize COVID.
It's been I think that's been like a thing where it's been speculated on, but I doubt it. I mean,
Everybody's got
really
COVID, so Michael Myers is hiding out in the sewers.
Well, he's been masked up too.
it's. I mean, the whole COVID. I mean, I know COVID's still happening, but it's kind of old news. Like we're beyond lockdowns and
We're kind of past the worst.
Yeah. Not to sound insensitive.
All right, so this short ass trailer. Do you think we'll get another trailer before?
Oh, for sure. But
Yeah,
I like the fact that this is a short trailer though, because if you remember, the first trailer for Halloween Kills showed fucking everything.
Did it?
I was talking with my buddy about how awesome it would have been if they didn't show, because they pretty much showed the entire firefighter scene in the first trailer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, if they didn't put that in there at all, like us seeing it on the big screen for the first time, we were fucking mind blown. You know,
You would have been totally invested if you hadn't seen any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Look! This is our show, Halloween. Okay, let's keep moving. That was Hawkins running. Who's this? Just some girl?
I think that's the same one. A little bit earlier in the trailer, this showed
the redhead.
Yeah, redhead in the foreground and Michael
There's
background.
Michele Suave. Jamie Lee. Stabbing some pillows.
Is it necessary that Hawkins survived? Like, does anybody care that Hawkins survived?
Him and Laurie. I like Hawkins too, but him and Laurie are going to be an item, right?
Oh shit!
Fuck buddies.
It's possible.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, to Jared's point, I mean, obviously, when they made Halloween 2018, they obviously intended to kill Hawkins, but he was a likable character played by a likable actor.
Yeah, Will Patton's amazing. I love him.
Yeah, so that's why they brought him back. They kind of it seemed like they fudged over the fact that he got stabbed in the neck and then run over.
He got fucking ruined.
That's okay. But, remember, he got pain pills.
But to be fair, go ahead, Jared.
To be fair,
I really like that character, and I'm glad that he's back.
I hope he makes it through the whole thing, and he's the. You know, what'd be great is if Allison dies, not because I don't like her, but Hawkins is the one who has to mourn Laurie. I think that'd be kind of good. Anyway, moving on. So Laurie's hiding in the corner. Come and get me, motherfucker. He's right there. He grabs her from behind.
Right. She said that from behind a door. Like, he could hear her say that.
Yeah, right.
It was.
So
I actually chuckled when I saw that. I was like, you were literally right behind a door, and he is like less than 2 feet from you. Come and get me, motherfucker.
Some Amityville 4 stuff there. That's Michael. You saw the hand.
Yep.
So, are we thinking one copycat or multiple copycats?
I'm thinking just one.
Just the one?
I'll be right back.
Oh, there we are again. How about that? Yes. If everybody who watched this trailer today could come watch the show, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so that was the trailer. Sorry we didn't do sound because we didn't want to get shut down. Hopefully we don't get shut down. It happened when we showed Freddy's Dead. We didn't show it, but we were doing a commentary on it a couple of years. What was that? Last year? It was last year. Anyway, Jared's back. All right. So let's I want to pick your brain a little bit here, Seth. What do you think is going to go down in this movie? Like if you I know you are okay with spoilers, but if you know something, don't say it. But like, based on your opinion before any spoilers you may have seen, what do you think is going to happen? And I'm asking the same thing of anyone that's watching this. What do you think is going to happen in this movie, other than Laurie and Michael dying together, embraced? Dick.
Well,
Josh,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Honestly, I'm not actually looking for spoilers for this movie. I'm gonna try to. I'm hoping.
You are growing as a person.
What's that?
You are growing as a person.
I'm growing as a person. Yeah.
For this movie, at least.
For this one movie, I really wish I didn't even watch this trailer, to be honest with you, because I've had a good experience this year with seeing a couple movies I haven't seen the trailers for. But I'm a weak willed bitch. But anyway, so I don't know anything about this movie, other than what's been officially released as far as the synopsis, this teaser trailer, and some of the things that David Gordon Green has said before. And I definitely think Corey is definitely a copycat, and specifically because David Gordon Green name dropped Christine as a reference for the movie, and
John
obviously,
Carpenter's Christine.
right, and obviously they gave Corey the last name Cunningham, which some people took as a nod to Sean, but it was
No.
more, I think, a nod to Arnie. And I hope that someone calls him Corey Cunningham at least once in the movie. Get some Buddy Repperton going
Too
on.
bad
here.
Lonnie's not going to be alive in this movie because that would be good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought the same thing about the Sean Cunningham reference once I saw that. And
Yeah.
John's son Corey, who helps do with the music, or no, he's Cody. Never mind, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
God bless America.
To be fair, they both start with C's.
To be fair.
Nate's going to come back to that, by the way. To be fair. Go ahead, Seth.
So I don't know. I mean, obviously we're gonna see a different side of Lori. She's going to. It seems like she's gonna try to put the past behind her, and you can kind of see it. Like when you look at Jamie Lee Curtis in the trailer here, she looks more like she's more together and with it. Like her hair looks a lot more like combed together, you know. But whereas in the previous two, she was a little messy. I think that it's very possible, and this is just a theory, but the title Halloween Ends is going to have a double meaning, and I think that could possibly be the end of her. That could be the name of her memoir, which would be kind of neat.
The one that she's writing. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, it's hard to say because this is like one of those rare times in this franchise too, where you have the same creative team consecutively in a row. They've had they had a plan. So
they haven't had that the entire franchise.
No.
Well, exactly. And so for the first time in this franchise, really, without counting Rob Zombie's two movies,
right,
we're having a timeline with a complete beginning, middle, and end. Okay, we're seeing a story all the way through.
A self-contained trilogy, really.
Yeah, exactly. So I think when it comes to the ending, I definitely think Michael's going to die, and it's nothing to freak out about. They'll reboot with a new timeline in a couple years anyway. But since
I mean, a bolt of lightning worked good for Jason, so I mean, anything can happen.
And the best Friday the 13th movie, yeah.
Second best.
Right. Second best.
Oh.
So anyway, because they had a sort of like a blueprint for the 3-film arc here, kind of, and with bringing Hawkins back and making Hawkins so important to the history of Michael and how he got caught and all that, I think the ending here really has to be about him and Laurie, or one of them, taking out Michael. I know they both said in Halloween Kills,
I have to.
He needs to die, and I need to be one to kill him.
Right, I need to be. Yeah, that's
but,
Well, yeah, they kind of set that up in Halloween Kills with Hawkins not being able to pull the trigger.
right. Yeah.
In 78, yeah.
Yeah, because in 2018 they mentioned that Hawkins was the
one. Oh no, he pulled the trigger. He just shot his own dude in the neck.
Oh my God, Jared.
It's true.
It's true. Go ahead.
like, guy, move your head to the left right now. No, I'm just gonna shoot you in the neck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Keep going, Seth.
So, yeah, I think that because they, in 2018 they mentioned that Hawkins stopped Loomis from killing him, and then in Halloween Kills they showed a little bit more, and they really cemented Hawkins as having an important part of this big story. it has to come down between Laurie and Hawkins. So, or either this or Hawkins dies right before the third act, which really gets Laurie really back into it. But I just hope Hawkins doesn't go easily or soon. I hope he has a big role in the movie, and I hope that he's a significant part of the movie, because it would just be a shame if they just kind of waste him, or if they have the copycat killer kill him. I don't know.
No, I can see that.
The copycat killer.
Go ahead, Ray.
That's all I was going to say.
No, I was going to say, I kind of agree with you, Seth, because they've obviously invested a lot of time, screen time, into Hawkins' character in general anyways.
Yep. For both movies.
So, yeah, if, like, they kill him off right at the very beginning or something stupid like that, it'd be like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I haven't tried to think too hard about what's going to happen on this one, as I would like if we were getting ready to see a new Star Wars movie or something like that, because those are, for me, easier to theorize. Even though, Halloween 2018 was kind of paint by numbers, in my opinion. But, yeah, I like Hawkins to be the survivor of the three, Allison, Laurie. I'd like to see more with the sheriff, if he's still the sheriff, because watching Kills last night, man, I felt bad for that dude. Like, he was at the hospital, could not control any of those people. As soon as Tommy said, "Evil dies tonight," everybody flips out. So maybe he can kill Michael, not Laurie. But it's going to come down to a final confrontation, Laurie versus Michael, like they did for the Obi-Wan series. The fight of the century, Vader Obi-Wan.
I have not finished that yet. Okay.
Well, they talked early in the show. Come on.
We're good. Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm excited about this movie. October 15th. So we got a couple more months. I'm gonna throw down a challenge now for you, Seth.
Oh boy.
No spoilers for you. No more trailers for you.
Okay.
No, you cannot watch another trailer for Halloween Ends until you see the movie.
I'll take this challenge. What do I win out of this? Your Halloween Blu-ray collection?
No. When I die. Oh, I'll tell you what you'll get. I will watch and review Assault on Precinct 13.
Okay,
oh my God.
Fine.
No.
I know it's worth it.
I will hold you to that, and you have to watch. You have to do that live, so we know you did it.
Live?
Yes.
You want to live stream me watching Assault on Precinct 13? How long is that movie?
About an hour and a half.
I was gonna say like 85 minutes, maybe.
I'll watch it. I keep forgetting about it. That's pretty much it. But
no, you can. Can't you do a live video in our just our separate chat?
I could.
I'm not saying you need to do it like for the entire Facebook world, but just so we know you're fucking watching it.
No, he has to do it for the entire Facebook world.
That'll be a boring ass video. So what I did, somebody laid a challenge down like that for me a couple years ago because I did not like Big Trouble in Little China, and I still pretty much don't like it. I went live immediately after to give my thoughts on it. I can do that, and I'm willing to do that more than sitting there holding my phone like live stream.
Oh, you don't even have one of those little things. You can rest it
like a dock. Yeah, I have my my tripod. I'll just.
Well, that would work too.
Yeah, I'll just use my tripod.
Oh no, I think Seth needs vindication for this. Like he needs.
He does.
To see
I get it. I appreciate you laying down some money to get me that movie. It's in the horror room, even though it's not a horror movie. It's over there somewhere. But no, I'm curious. Like, I was going to do that with the last Star Wars movie, The Rise of Skywalker, because the last one before that was shit. I was like, I'm not going to watch any trailers, but I like, how many people message me when the new Star Wars trailers come up? Hey, there's a new Star Wars trailer. I'm like, fuck, I know. And it's
I am a Star Wars fan. I probably knew that before you did.
Oh,
that I can I can only imagine.
He's gonna come to one of the episodes. He's going, I'm out.
Yep.
All right, yada yada over to the best part. Anyway, so let's any more theories before we move on? Because I want to talk about what we see after this, because I think this will put a cap on the end of this branch of the timeline, because there are so many branches now of the Halloween timeline. You can watch Halloween 1, 2, and then H2O and Resurrection. You can watch Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. You can watch Rob Zombie's movie, Halloween 2018, which they should have put Returns on the fucking title. Motherfucker, David Gordon Green. I'm so mad about it.
I know. I hate when they do that.
5, everybody. Come on.
Scream 5, guys. Just call it something different.
I need to watch that again. It's been a while since I've watched that. Anyway,
I get why they did it with Scream though. They were being clever.
yes, they're being clever because of shit like this.
Right, exactly.
So, but anyway, so yeah, there's 4 different, and then there's the 5th one, which is Halloween 3, the one that you can get through very fast, and it's one of the better Halloween movies ever. So, yeah, my preferred way of going about it is watching the Loomis saga, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. But like, my theory on after Halloween ends is I think we're gonna see a sequel after Halloween again. But I don't think they'll ever. Halloween is like that nexus point. The original Halloween, they're either gonna have to remake that movie, or remake it and modernize it, or bastardize it like I think Rob Zombie did. But like, nothing against Rob Zombie. He tried to take a movie that you probably never needed to remake and put his own spin on it. I get it, and it's not.
And what is he doing now? God damn it!
I'm gonna watch it. I want to see.
I will watch it too, but fuck.
I'm gonna watch it anyway. So
it needs to be in black and white. Damn it!
I think Halloween '78, John Carpenter's movie, should be the nexus point to any beginning of any other series for Halloween. So I think they'll make another sequel. And I said last night on my own Facebook, God damn it, I need more Loomis in my life. And that guy who did Loomis, they just had a voiceover actor, which wasn't very good, do his voice. Why not bring Loomis back, or set it a couple years later, or the actual Halloween Returns script? Maybe we could see that, sequel to part 2. I mean, what do you think, Seth? And same thing for anybody who watches this video. Let us know in the comments what you want to see after Halloween ends. You want to see another reboot, or a sequel to the original, or a sequel to The Curse of Michael Myers, or a sequel to Resurrection, for God's sakes. Bring Josh Hartnett back. Go ahead, Seth. I'm asking you. Jared, I got the same question for you after Seth.
Well, I honestly don't see them going back and doing like a sequel to Curse of Michael Myers or Resurrection.
No.
I think the ship has sailed on those. But
the ship sailed before they even hit theaters.
Yeah, right. But I definitely think 2028 for sure we'll get a new timeline that, like you said, it'll go back to the original and be a sequel to that. Where it takes place, I don't know. Your best bet, I think, is to do it as a period piece. That way you can avoid you could avoid the issue of age. It's a big joke right now, of Michael and Laurie getting older and being in their 60s and all that.
Yeah.
But I started writing my own little
Dream
treatment
Journal
about this, which takes place in '83.
5 years later.
5 years later.
You could start like Ghostbusters 2, 5 years later.
Same year as Halloween 3, right? Wasn't that in 83?
82.
Was it in 82?
Yeah. But, well, I did it for a reason. There's a character that's related to a certain backstory that was mentioned in the first one. But anyway.
No spoilers, bitches.
No spoilers for Seth's treatment.
Which is never going to be seen or read, or made or anything. I just weird. I don't like to share stuff.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Keep that shit close to the vest.
Yeah, exactly. But I really hope that no more Laurie Strode.
I agree.
Done with that. Be
Absolutely.
done with that character.
Absolutely.
And 100%. yes to Dr. Loomis, right? Dr. Loomis is my favorite character in the Halloween franchise, and he's practically one of my favorite characters of horror in general. I love that character. My preferred timeline is
That's
1,
fair.
2,
That's
4,
fair.
5, and 6.
That's fair, man.
Hashtag Dr. Loomis lives.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I honestly I don't even care if they get. I mean, the guy that they got for Halloween Kills, I mean, it was great with the prosthetics.
Yeah, but for like an actual full film role, you're gonna need somebody else.
Yeah, and I don't mind if he doesn't resemble quite Donald Pleasance. You know what I
The
mean?
CGI they did still worked like magic.
Well, it was makeup.
It was like watching Peter Cushing in fucking Rogue One. Like,
Yeah, and
God, like
technology's gotten better.
he is fucking there.
They could just do, what do they call that when they put the face over somebody else's face?
Oh my
deep
God.
Deep faking.
fake. Yeah.
God.
I honestly I don't even think they need to do that, and I think that they can establish a new actor, and I mean, some people are going to bitch no matter what they do, but I think
they're close enough. Danny McBride could be Dr. No, I'm joking.
that's the tough part is thinking of, well, who is good enough to be that character? I don't know, but
Donald Pleasance.
yeah, but one of the things that I really hope that when they go forward, they kind of go back to the basics a little bit. I want a little bit more stalking, stuff like that.
Yep.
I know, some fans just want all, kill.
That wasn't what Halloween was.
Exactly.
The first one felt a little bit more stocky than the second one did, because like, how many kills did you have like in the first 30 minutes of kills?
Yeah.
Like almost 20 kills in the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, that was quite a bit.
I mean yeah, maybe even more than 20. I haven't gone an accurate body count, but he killed at least 12 firefighters.
Yeah, and it was cool. I mean, it was cool that they did a really slasher version, but at the same time, what I think really works and what's really effective about 1978 is the sense of dread and the patience that it has. I don't think they can do a Halloween sequel quite like they did of the first one. We're beyond the, I think, age of that type of thing. Everything has to be fast paced and instant these
Quick
days.
cut, yeah.
Because everybody's cash cowed on that.
Yeah. But I think they could find a middle ground there where they can kind of go back to Carpenter's in a way of building up the dread and the doom, and have Michael lurking in the background. I mean, some of my favorite stuff from '78 is like when Annie's on the phone talking to Paul, and she's walking back and forth, and you see Michael in the background for one time, and then when they go back, he's not there anymore. I love that stuff. I think that's great, and that's something I felt like it was kind of missing with the new ones, is that whole aspect of the character.
I just thought he was trying to make up for lost time.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
I've been out of the game for a while. Let me kill about 10 bitches really fast and get this going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said,
the babysitter quite a bit in the 2018 movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It kind of did play to that formula a little bit more in the 2018 version.
Kills went balls deep into killing, though.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Hence the name. Yes.
Halloween balls deep. What would we call a Halloween set that came out in that's set in 1983?
The title that I have on the piece of paper there.
Oh my God! You're not going to give it to me?
It's called Halloween 1983.
Oh. Okay.
Simple.
Yeah. Why not? Just give it a specific year. It doesn't have to be relative to any story.
Exactly. I think that was one of the things. Like, you always in the Loomis movies, you always had a tie to Laurie Strode, but the main character, in my opinion, in Halloween 1 through 6, other than 3, is Haddonfield. Really, that's the thing that ties everything together. All this shit happened. I mean, part 6, they had Halloween banished. You couldn't have Halloween anymore, because it destroyed that fucking town. Because Michael kept coming up every Halloween, But like that's the thing that ties everything together. So that's one of the problems I had with H2O was setting it outside of Haddonfield. But I think that bring Loomis back. You don't need not Jamie Lee Curtis, but Laurie Strode. You know, she can be mentioned or something like that, but I don't think she needs to be around at all. But yeah, I think that would be great. But like the thing Nate brought up in the group was, do you really think they're going to wait 6 years to put out another Halloween movie? You know, because to get to the 50th, they'd have to wait. So like, I kind of agree with that because Halloween, the two Halloween movies made a killing. Get it? At the box office, and they're in Blumhouse and whatever is going to want that cash, you know. So
right, but Blumhouse is after ends. Blumhouse is not.
Are they out?
Yeah, they're not going to be doing Halloween anymore. It all goes back to Malika Cod and Trancas. And
great. that doesn't excite me at all.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, and that'll give them
something. I'm sure,
and that'll give them time to kind of like kind of shop around for a studio to back them, shop around for a creative team, and
the Cod's definitely going to cash in on the 50th anniversary for sure too. You know.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm thinking 2028, and
it gives the series time to rest. It gives Friday the 13th time to catch up.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. I'm not.
I know. We're all kind of peeved off or pissed off or whatever about Friday the 13th, but you know, Seth, you can make some good points, man. I didn't know Blumhouse was out after Halloween.
So that was their contract, was 3 films.
Yeah, and I know that.
Thank Christ.
Jason Blum has said before that he wanted to keep going, but an interview he did maybe like a month or 2 ago, maybe. I'll have to find this and share the link with you. I'll share the link on the chat or whatever. But he did say that after this, the rights, because I think they basically, like what Akkad does, what Akkad and Trancas does, they lease out the rights, and after this, it's going back to Akkad. And
you can rent this for 3 years. 3 movies, because technically 3 movies.
When this is over, Blumhouse could be. I mean, right now they made $386 million off the 2 movies, so they could be looking at anywhere between $500 and $600 million off the 3 movies grossing. So I mean, this was a good rental for them. And
well, when you think about their budget for most of their movies, are less than like $20 million.
Yeah, $5 or $10 million. I mean, the Halloween movies were the most expensive, I think.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Like all the Happy Death Days they did, like all those movies are under $10 million.
One more Happy Death Day, please. Make it a trilogy.
I wouldn't mind a 3rd one.
I like the movies. I mean,
that second one just got fucking crazy, though.
It got goofy. It was less horror, but it was fun, and you know, I like those movies. So, if you like Happy Death Day, let us know in the comments. I like them. Seth, have you seen those?
Yeah, they're fun. They're a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
That second one got weird as fuck.
It got weird as fuck, and there's time travel and shit like that. But whatever.
I wish the second one had more horror in it. It was more of the sci-fi aspect of it, which is not bad because, you know, they needed. I guess they felt the need to explain, and the explanation was satisfying enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to see them go back to the horror aspect of it. I mean, the first one,
crazy ways you're gonna die over and over again.
I mean, that's got a great main character. I love in the second one where she jumps out of the plane and she's fucking falling down while giving the middle finger.
I have to see the second one again. I only saw it the one time, but I enjoyed those movies. Anyway, Jared, what about you? You got some thoughts on what you would like to see, or are you just gonna?
I mean, we kind of touched on it a little bit. I wouldn't really mind another flashback that brought us Loomis again, because I mean, we all love seeing Donald Pleasance. Like, I watched it again today, and I had to rewind it twice because, like, God damn, whatever they did, it worked.
the whole way they shot that flashback was brilliant. It was beautifully shot.
It worked, man.
Yeah, they made it look almost authentic to the 70s. Michael's costume, the mask, it gave it like every time I see that, even the first time in the theater, I've seen Kills I think 4 or 5 times now. Every time I've seen that, it gives me those old feelings, like, and I get goosebumps. It's like I want more of this. Me as a Halloween fan, I want more of The Night He Came Home, or of that Michael Myers, not this unstoppable fucking force Michael Myers. It's not my bag.
The Shape.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like that, but I mean,
yeah, that's a whole nother discussion for me.
Yeah,
That's stuff they delved into the sequels.
We'll definitely, and Lori actually called him The Shape in 2018. We'll definitely get to talk about this trilogy and when we wrap everything up in October after we see the movie. But I don't know, I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens more after this movie comes out. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, and I think, some of the stuff we brought up, I think is actually going to come to fruition. Like, I think Hawkins and Laurie, they're going to be a fucking couple, and they're going to be all cute and kissy in the first couple of minutes of the movie. You're going to get to see that. I think they are setting that up to happen.
I'm going to make a bold reaction, or bold prediction. I think everybody thinks Laurie's going to die. I think she's going to live happily ever after, alive with Hawkins and Allison. I'm just going to say that. I think that's what's going to happen at the end of this movie. I think Michael will die. There will be no copycats because they do have to put a cap on this one, right? Because there's no contract. I'm sure they can figure out a way to bring it back.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of finality.
Yeah, because they killed Laurie off in Resurrection. They made her chop it. But hold on. I don't want to.
Unless it makes $300-400 million in the theater, and they're like, okay, you guys can have it back.
Chapter 1 money, then they're going to be making more. But spoiler alert.
The ACOG guys are like, please rent it for another couple movies.
So spoiler alert. Laurie chops his head off at the end of H2O. That was not very pleasing for me. I want her to be happy and be okay and live out the rest of her days, even though the best character died in the last movie. Rest in peace, Karen. I love you, Judy Greer.
I hate the name Karen, but Judy Greer is a good actress.
I love Judy Greer. Anyway, so
and her death, I feel she got cheated.
She kind of did.
But at the same time, as if you're an audience member watching it, you're like, oh fuck.
I do like the way that she was the one that lured Michael to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, you look like you got to say something or poop. One of the two.
Well, both at the same time, if you don't mind.
Good, Seth. Let it feel the poop flow through you.
I don't remember.
Okay, real quick, I've made my decision. I looked while we were talking at one point, and this is what I'm going to get. The Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers mask. So it'll go behind me with the other mask. Why? Because I fucking love The Curse of Michael Myers. Go fuck off if you think it's the worst Halloween movie.
I don't think it's the worst Halloween movie. I just think the mask is dumb.
No, dude. Did you see the mask for 5?
Well, I mean...
Did you see the mask for 4?
Oh my God.
I could go on.
Yeah.
Seth, you need to get yourself a Myers mask this year for behind you.
Yeah,
it's time. It's time for you to have one.
Yeah, it's not like comparing masks like Friday 13th movies because you know what you're getting with each mask movie.
Yeah.
Like there is so many different variations of the mask in the Halloween series. Like, yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's kind of froey, a little too much hair.
Yeah. So, are you guys enjoying Shark Week? I just wanted to flash that image up there. I'm very proud of that. I made that like 5 years ago, and I was like,
Yes.
Some Lucho Fulci zombies and Shark Week. Anyway, anything else about Halloween ends, kills, what we think's going to happen before we wrap this bad boy up? These episodes
pretty much killed everybody in the last movie, so there's not a whole lot of people left.
There's really not. Haddonfield went from a population of 2,500 to a population of 7. Hawkins, Laurie, Allison, and the Chief, and a few others. So, Big John and Little John are gone. No more realty company.
Right.
I can't believe my daughter picked them out on the bench. She's like, "That's Little John and Big John." I'm like, "Oh my god, it is."
That was in the hospital, wasn't it?
No, it was on a bench outside when Tommy Jarvis. Some guy was like eating noodles or something like that on the bench. I was like,
So it was probably
Tommy
outside.
Jarvis is rallying people together. This guy's just fucking chilling eating a bowl of noodles.
It was outside the bar then, I think.
Yeah, it's outside a gas station, I think, or something like that.
Because I was waiting for that moment to see when it happened, and I fell asleep. And then I woke up right before the third act.
If you guys have not, and anybody who has a copy of Halloween Kills, whether it be digital, Blu-ray, whatever, if you have not seen the gag reel, do yourself a favor and watch that. It's actually pretty fucking funny. Because at the beginning of it, it shows Karen, Lori, and Allison in the back of the truck, and Karen keeps going, "Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight." She just keeps saying evil. So they knew on set that
they're just making fun of the dialogue on set.
Yeah, evil dies tonight. Yeah, so check that out. It's definitely worth watching. I really enjoyed watching that last night. There's a lot of good stuff. Hey, look, Alex is with us. Dr. Loomis lives. Bring back Dr. Loomis. And here's my final question: is it Donald Pleasance or is it Dr. Loomis that we love? Because I did like Malcolm McDowell's Dr. Loomis also, even though at times he was a douchebag.
I don't know. For me, it's Donald Pleasance.
I love Donald Pleasance, yes.
I mean, he was also a Bond villain and been in like hundreds of other movies, but yeah, Donald Pleasance always my Dr. Loomis.
He was one of the narrators for Terror in the Isles, my favorite horror. By the way, she became a demon, an instrument of evil. Just throw it out there.
Was that from Demons 1 or 2?
Demons, Demone, come on.
Demone.
Demone.
Oh, God.
And just for good measure. Oh, no, just for good measure, I haven't done this.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be the face you would make because Tom Atkins didn't want to have sex with her and just wanted to shoot her with a shotgun.
That's what's happening.
What?
So next week we'll be talking about In the Mouth of Madness, Seth's favorite John Carpenter movie. So if you haven't seen that, it's available on Shudder. I'm going to watch my Blu-ray copy because that's the only way to watch it, in my opinion. But if you can't watch the Blu-ray,
probably Sam Neill's best movie.
You know what's funny about that? Somebody on our page commented that they were embarrassed for Sam Neill for being in that movie. Did you see that, Seth?
I did not.
He's like, that. I'll take Event Horizon any day over. And Event Horizon's a fine movie, but In the Mouth of Madness is very fucking good. It's damn near brilliant.
I do not agree with who that person was.
I don't even remember who it was. It's not one of our regulars, so Alex is one of our regulars. Thank you, Alex, for being here the whole time. I know he was there the whole time. The people that weren't here the whole time and the lack of viewership, it just makes me so mad. Okay. I'm stopping.
Rabble.
Next week, Nate will be back. He'll be doing some more of his Amazon reviews. And we'll be talking about In the Mouth of Madness. So if you are going to watch the show, make sure you watch In the Mouth of Madness because it is a great fucking movie, one of Sam Neill's finest. And don't you say Jurassic Park.
Or Jurassic Park 5.
Or, The Omen 3. Was it The Final Conflict or whatever?
Yes, it was Omen 3.
Anyway, it's a good movie. It's no In the Mouth of Madness, though. So anyway, Jared, anything before we go?
No, just that I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Halloween's most of our favorite time of the year. If you're watching this, viewers at home, I mean, we like horror movies. Halloween's always the best time of the year. So I mean, I know we're all looking forward to this.
Yep, this is going to be a great spooky season for us because we're going to cover some Universal horror this year. I'm very excited.
Doing something different than just covering Halloween. And stuff.
We will cover 1 week of Halloween, but it's because of the movie.
That has to happen because the movie comes out right before Halloween.
Did either of you see Nope yet?
Yep. Nope. I was actually thinking about going to see it today and taking the 13-year-old, but it didn't happen.
I'm going on Friday, and I'm very, very excited because I have not seen a bad thing yet about this movie. So, Seth, final thoughts, final word. I know what you're going to say. It was 40 years ago.
40 years ago. Love lives today. But Evil Dies Tonight. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the movie. I'm I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to end. I'm looking forward to the future of the franchise. It's going to keep going on. You know, just because it's called Halloween Ends, that doesn't mean it's the end of the franchise.
No.
The Akkads will not give up their bread and butter. No fucking way.
No. This is, I just realized something, Seth. This is the first one we're going to get a definitive ending because they expected to make a sequel after Resurrection. They expected to make a sequel after Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 also. So this is supposed to be a definitive end. We haven't seen one since H2O's bullshit, but we knew that wasn't going to be the end.
Right, yeah, exactly. And that's what I said earlier. Is that this is the one timeline where we have a complete beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
And so it's all from the same creative team. And so I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. And
I want to see how it ends. Well, we'll be back to talk about that in October. After the movie is released, we will all be seeing it the week that it comes out, hopefully, so we can talk about it. Until then, in the Mouth of Madness, we're going to be doing The Lost Boys very soon. I think it's the week after that. And if you have a request on a movie that you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments. We will take requests, but we have so many other ones we've done that you can find on our YouTube channel, tons of them, from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre to almost every Halloween movie to.
It goes back 6 years, guys.
Pretty much, but this show goes back 3 years. And we'll be doing a top 20 movie list at the end of the year for the 2022 movies. We got so much shit to talk about still because there's so much. Are we
gonna have 20?
No, I have like 5 so far. But
I was gonna say, are we gonna even have a top 20 list?
We'll at least get to 10 because that Dark Harvest movie still has to come out. There's another one supposed to come out. The Black Phone may be my favorite.
Men from A24 is coming out.
Yeah, so that's out, I think.
May have just come out.
Yeah, I think it just came out. So yeah, I mean, we'll get there. I mean, I'm gonna have to get on Shudder like I did last year.
Slowly but surely, we'll get to a.
Yeah, so we'll at least do 10, I think. If Nate gets involved in telling us what movies, we'll find 40 of them. So, because you know how he is, he finds everything that you can. But anyway, good show tonight, guys. And
I don't even know if that guy sleeps. He watches movies all the fucking time.
I don't think he does. I think he sleeps with his eyes open. I don't know. Nate should be back next week. Remember, Seth, what happens tonight?
Evil lives another day.
Okay, there we go. All right, thanks everybody for watching the show. We'll see you next Wednesday. We'll be on at regular time, which is half an hour earlier. Talk to you all later. Have a great evening. Watch some horror this weekend. I'm going to go see Nope on Friday. And, sorry. Bye.